Welcome to Personal Revolution. Today we're talking about something that no one ever expects to happen, but for some, it becomes an overwhelming reality. Imagine this: after years of love, care, and commitment, you discover that one of your children, the one you've loved and raised, isn't biologically yours. It's an earth-shattering truth that shakes your entire foundation of trust, love, and family. The anger, sadness, and confusion that flood your mind are enough to make you question everything in your life. This is the heartbreak no one talks about, but it's something many people face. What do you do now? Do you abandon the mother and walk away from the child you've cared for all these years? Or do you continue raising that child and work through the hurt with the mother? This video is going to explore how to manage this heartbreaking situation and help you decide the best path forward. We'll walk through the pain, the hard choices, and the difficult steps you can take to rebuild your life, whatever decision you make. Let's take this journey together. 1. The initial shock, the pain you never imagined. Imagine the moment when you first find out. It feels like the world stops turning for a second. Your heart races, your mind spins, and all the memories you have of this child start to feel different. The first question that comes to mind is, how could this happen? Understand the emotional impact. This is one of the most painful experiences a person can go through. You've poured your heart into raising a child that you believed was yours. Every birthday, every scraped knee, every proud moment has now come into question. This feeling of betrayal can be gut-wrenching, and it's okay to feel devastated. The anger you'll feel, anger is a normal emotion here, and it's okay to let yourself feel it. The person you trusted most, your partner, has kept this secret. It's hard not to feel betrayed and even furious. You'll likely ask yourself, why didn't she tell me? Why wasn't I given the truth earlier? Crying is part of healing. Allow yourself to grieve. The love you've given, the bond you've shared with this child, it's real. And it's okay to cry. This doesn't make you weak, it makes you human. It's important to process the loss of the family you thought you knew. Take time to feel everything. If you're experiencing this kind of emotional turmoil, you don't have to go through it alone. Hit the subscribe button and join us here at Personal Revolution, where we offer support, healing, and guidance for life's toughest situations. We'll help you find clarity and strength in the hardest moments. 2. Confronting the mother, the painful but necessary conversation. Once the initial shock wears off, you need to speak with the mother of the child. This conversation is difficult, but it's necessary to understand the full story. There's no way around it. The hurt and betrayal you feel need to be addressed. But it's also important to hear her side of the story. Only then can you start to process what you're truly facing. Be honest about your emotions. Tell her how deeply this hurts. Share your feelings of betrayal, anger, and confusion. It's not about accusing her, but about understanding why this happened. Why was this kept from you? Was there fear, shame, or a lack of courage to tell you? The answers might not be easy to hear, but you need them to know where you stand. The importance of open communication. This conversation is not just for your peace of mind, it's for her too. She needs to explain why this happened, and you both need to be honest. If you're to heal, you need to break down the walls of deception that have been built over the years. Seeking professional help. This conversation might be too painful to navigate on your own. It may be worth speaking to a marriage counselor or therapist, even as a couple, to mediate and provide support during this tough discussion. It's okay to need help to get through this. 3. the child's perspective, the heartbreaking truth you must consider. The child in question is innocent in all of this. They didn't choose this path, and they have no idea that their world is about to change. If you've been a father to this child, even without the biological connection, your bond with them is real. The relationship you've built is part of who they are, and it will break your heart to think of walking away. Your bond with them is real. The love you've given to this child is not meaningless. You've been their protector, their teacher, their guide. That bond doesn't simply vanish because of a biological truth. So the next question is, do you walk away from this child, or do you stay and continue to be the parent they've always known? The child's need for stability. Children are incredibly perceptive. They may not understand why things are changing, but they will feel the shift. No matter what decision you make, the child needs to feel love and stability. Think carefully about how your decision will impact their emotional well-being. 4. To stay or not to stay, the heartbreaking choice. Now comes the hardest decision of all. Do you stay or do you leave? Do you continue your relationship with the mother and raise the child? Or do you walk away from everything you've known and try to move on with your life? The possibility of forgiveness. Can you forgive the mother? It's not about forgetting the pain or the betrayal, but about deciding whether there's enough love left to rebuild. Forgiveness doesn't mean everything is okay, but it can mean moving forward without carrying the weight of bitterness. It's not easy, and it may take time, but forgiveness is a powerful tool for healing. The pain of walking away from your partner means walking away from a future together. It means leaving the family you built, and most importantly, leaving the child you've loved. This will tear at your heart. You may wonder whether you'll regret your choice down the line, and the reality is both staying and leaving carry their burdens. Deciding what's best for you, no matter what, you must prioritize your emotional well-being. You are not obligated to stay in a relationship that feels like a betrayal. At the same time, you are not obligated to leave a child who has known you as their father. This is about deciding what you need to heal and how you want to move forward. 5. Creating a future without regret, the path to healing. Whatever you decide, the next step is healing. Whether you stay with the mother, continue raising the child, or move on from both, healing must come first. Take time to heal. If you choose to stay, don't rush the process. It will take time to rebuild trust, to heal the wounds, and to accept that things can't go back to how they were. But over time, you can rebuild both your relationship with the child and the mother. If you leave, heal first. If you choose to leave, give yourself time to heal. Don't rush into another relationship or try to cover up your pain with distractions. This is about coming to terms with your decision and rebuilding your emotional strength before moving on. Use this pain to grow. Heartbreak can lead to growth. You can use this painful experience to learn what you truly value in relationships. You can learn about your own strength and resilience. This situation doesn't have to define you, but it can teach you valuable lessons about love, trust, and your boundaries. 6. Preventing this from happening again, lessons learned. Finally, one of the best things you can do is learn from this. No one should ever have to go through something like this again. And while it's impossible to predict the future, you can take steps to avoid repeating mistakes. Create open, honest communication in any relationship. Communication is key. This experience can teach you the importance of honesty, no matter how painful the truth may be. Build a foundation of trust where both partners feel safe sharing difficult things, even when it's uncomfortable. Setting boundaries and expectations, take this as an opportunity to reassess your values and what you want in a relationship. Establish clear boundaries about trust, honesty, and expectations so that you can avoid future betrayal. The pain of finding out that a child isn't yours is unimaginable. But whatever path you take, remember that your emotional well-being, the well-being of your child, and the lessons you learn along the way will guide you. Whether you stay, leave, or rebuild a new life, this heartbreak doesn't define you. It is a chapter, and you have the power to turn the page. Thank you for joining us at Personal Revolution. If you're facing a similar situation, know that you're not alone. Please like, share, and subscribe for more videos on healing, personal growth, and navigating life's hardest moments. You have the strength to move forward, and we're here to support you every step of the way.